Hi there, I'm Jan Ferguson with Artistic Painting Studio, and today's tutorial is going to be fun, simple, and fast. We're just going to take these cute little gift tags and turn them into a holiday project. When I found these at, I think it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure, but I thought they were the cutest. And I love that they got the two different shapes and that they were already painted in a white and a black so that I could actually choose foils that could just go on those base coat colors. Originally, I was thinking these would be so cute to just personalize as gift tags for the holidays, but I was also thinking they could be really cute to actually create for like a place name at the dinner table for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Okay, so many ideas of what you could do with them. And they came with twine. I've just taken that out. I might put that back on them or just get ribbons that I think will match maybe even a little bit better. So the first thing that we have to do with transferring our foils is we're going to be putting on the Artsyville Embellishments foil adhesive. And I've already put some out onto what I call a sticky plate because I like to work off of a sticky plate instead of out of the jar. And I'm just going to go ahead and base coat all of these tags and the foil adhesive. Now, I was thinking there's a couple of things I could do. I can foil just one side and write something on the other side, or we could foil both sides. I mean, there's just many, many options. Okay, when you've got something this small, sometimes it's easier just to pounce it on so that the product stays on the top, and then maybe come back and you can smooth out with your foam brush. They're just a little challenging to hold on to, okay? Or just go ahead and pounce. I'm gonna do another one because I got so much product on here, I gotta get some of it off, okay? You can just pounce on the adhesive and then maybe flip your brush over or just put it a little bit more perpendicular to the surface and soften up that stippled effect so that it's not going to be heavily textured. Okay, so this will just soften it up. So you can either stipple it on. I'm going to go back and pounce this one out as well because I don't really want to see the brush strokes. So if you're trying to figure out how to eliminate brush strokes, the pouncing technique, or get out a just like a 1/4 inch low nap roller, okay, will also work. But sometimes working on such small things, the foam brush works the best. So we're going to go ahead and get our foil adhesive on all of these. You can see as I'm putting it on the black, it always goes on looking milky white, and then it will dry clear and shiny. You want to let this product dry for normally no less than maybe 30 minutes. If you can let it dry longer, I feel like I always get a better release from the foils the longer the adhesive has dried. So we're gonna go ahead and get all these done, and we'll be back for some fun foil transfer. I've decided to actually use 4 of these for place settings for a Thanksgiving gathering, and 4 of them are gonna be tags for little gifts, okay? So I'm going to push those aside to start with and basically just keep one of these out at a time, because when you're working with your foils, it's super easy for those foils to grab anything sticky. So make sure that you have everything out of the way. Okay, so I actually grabbed 4 different foils that are transparent, okay, and they're going to look stunning on black. I'm going to do one each different, okay? And then I can either write a little message on the back side or whatever I decide to do, okay? So I am just going to, we're going to test first, okay? Because I thought I had these all the right side, but now I'm questioning myself. Okay, if you're not positive which is the transfer side or the carrier side, use either a piece of blue tape or Scotch tape, put it on the foil, just use a small little corner, okay? And until that actually releases to the tape, then you'll know which is carrier side and which is transfer side. When it comes off, that's your transfer side. Okay, we're just gonna lay this It grabbed before I want it to. Let's see how zigzaggy that is. Okay, that got a little crooked. But hey, we're gonna go with it, okay? Once those foils grab, it's really hard to pull them back off without them releasing. So if I don't like the way that looks, I can always flip this one over and do the other side as well, okay? Okay, so when you are working with the transparent foils, and I feel like my paper is a little sticky, so we're gonna go ahead and flip that over because I don't want the foil to adhere to the paper as well. Okay, so make sure you scrub the edges really well and then lift, okay? And bring them in towards the project instead of pulling away because these have a tendency to over-release. And just make sure that you're getting all those edges really well. If there's a part that's not releasing, you can even go back maybe and scrub with your fingernail as I'm doing. And then just release in towards the project. Because if you don't, you will probably get what we call a little bit of an over release. Okay, so when we talk about an over release, it's just a little tiny bit of the foil that released further than the project, okay? And it's because they're a film release. You can either just use your finger to wipe that edge off, or use even a little toothbrush, okay? The toothbrush sometimes is good to kind of like scrape off that over release, okay? But even with that one slightly crooked, I think it's kind of cute. Okay, let's finish these up. I told you this was gonna be a simple, easy project. You can even do this with your kids. Again, I'm gonna test all these because I don't know which way I have left that pile. This is one of my favorite ones, as I love. Okay, let's see if I can, nope, it's grabbed, okay. I'm just really hitting this great here, guys. I grabbed before I got all the way to the top, so I'm gonna show you how to even fix that up. Okay, this is a video here that has a few snafus, but you know, this is part of life. So we're gonna show you how to fix everything that I'm messing up over here. Okay, that releases so beautifully, okay. Now, like I said, I started a little short because it grabbed it. So I just wanna kind of bring in a little extra pattern up here to kind of finish off that edge. That way, nobody will know that I started a little short. Perfect. Okay, there's two of them. Let's see if I can position the third one correctly, okay? And I'm testing each one of these just because I want to make sure. Okay. Oh, this one's called Monroe. Okay, I'm going to hold this one over the top and let it lay down on there so that I don't blow that again. I'll have a list of all of the foils that I'm using in the description below. But just think of some fun projects that you guys can do with your girlfriends. You can do these with your kids, your grandkids, and just make some fun things. Let them get involved with the projects. Okay, again, I'm going to hold this over the top. This one's called Penelope, you guys. Absolutely love it. All of these transparent ones look so great on black and almost any dark color. Okay. Now, as it was starting, okay, it didn't want to grab the edge. So again, make sure you lay that down. Scrub on that edge really good. This is just one of those things with the transparents. You got to get them going. Once they get started, they normally will give you a full film release, okay? So look how fun those will be. That's going to be our place settings. I think we'll just be using some twine on these again, or I'm going to try to go and find some really narrow ribbon to get back in those little holes. Okay, my gift tags. Now this time I picked foils that will go on a white background nicely, okay? And I'm going to test one of these because they all should be the same direction. So let's just make sure which side I've got. Okay, so these are all transfer side facing up, okay? So this one is called JC. And again, I was looking for foils that would read and look really well on a white background. So I think most of these are all transparent or semi-transparent. And again, super easy release with like a film transfer. Oh, look how cute that is. This one is called Avery. I'm just making sure I'm on the correct side. Okay, we've got some wrinkles. Let's see if we can deal with those. Okay, this one transfers more like a ink dye, okay? And it really wants to stick well, so you have to just pull it back and then give it a second scrub is normally best. I'm just trying to reposition it because remember I had some wrinkles when I laid that down. And I'm going to peek from both sides so that I can get the pattern to fall right back into place and double scrub. Oh, how adorable. Okay, we had to have a little bit of animal print. This one is so cool. It's glittery. Animal print looks kind of furry in the background. How fun is that one going to be? Perfect. Okay, one more to go. Yeah, this one I believe is called Avery, but again, all the names will be correct in the description below. Always test, okay? Always peek. Make sure you've got the release you're looking for before you completely remove the transfer. Now this is a project, you guys, I tried to keep as simple as I possibly could, working with the black and the white backgrounds, okay? These could all be gift tags, or you can split them up and make name tags for place settings. So much fun stuff to do, okay? So from here, you can decide if you want to write a cute little message on the back, or you can foil both sides of them. I figured on the place settings, we could go ahead and have the fun side and then come over maybe with a metallic paint pen and write their name as well. And this will be a little gift that they get to take. Okay, once you're done with the foil, you're going to want to protect all of these. So we're going to be using our Final Coat Wipe On Varnish, and I'm just using a microfiber sponge to apply it. When you get a brand new sponge, just go ahead and take the lid off of the container, put the pad over the top and tip it into the pad, okay? And then just get enough on here that you can just wipe this on. Again, this is going to be a super easy project to do with all members of the family. All you have to do is wipe this stuff on. It goes on super thin, but you can build your layers. So you'll probably want to put about 2 or 3 coats of the final coat on top to protect. It takes only about 10 minutes to dry. Just let that layer dry and come back and put another layer on. Thank you so much for joining us for this fun and simple tutorial. You will find a complete list of all materials and supplies in the description below. And do us a big favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming tutorials.